Hello and welcome back to the biggest episode in my Football Manager history. Two matches, Norwich in the Premier League up first. All we need to do is win. If we lose, there is a huge possibility that we will not be champions of the Premier League. Only Chelsea can catch us. They are 4 points behind, but they've got 2 games remaining to play. One of them is against Manchester United. And then, on the 31st of May, up against Chelsea in the Champions League final. So far in this entire save, Chelsea have been the bogey team for us. They always seem to do slightly better than us. Last season we finished second place. Chelsea won the league. This season Chelsea have been chasing us every single step of the way, and we've just been, normally about 4 points better than them, until the last episode where we lost 2-0 to Newcastle at the final game at Ewood Park. It's a big episode. It is a very, very big episode. Both ourselves and Chelsea are away today. Chelsea away at Leicester, who are 16th in the table. We are away to Norwich, who are 17th in the table. Even if we lose, we might still win the league, but I don't want to win it that way. I want us to beat Norwich. The woeful form of Ashkan Dejaga's Norwich is the only thing that stands in our way, but we are also apparently decent form. I'd argue not. We're not in decent form. We've lost the last 2 games. We've not really had too many attacking opportunities. Let's pick a team to win the league. We're going with something a little bit different. Not too different, but a little bit different. Velez will stay in goal. Luiz, Urukalo and Stevkovic will remain the back 3. Tobiasen is going to be the left back. Rodgers has been dropped because he's a little bit tired, and I'd rather use him in the Champions League final. So Markovic has come in for a very rare start for him. James Sani and Dennis Montoya are in the middle because Popovic is suspended, the silly sod. Francisco Foster will be just behind the strike partnership of Gustavo Ortuzzo and Paul Oakdina. This is it. This is all we need to do. The final game of the season. Former Blackburn player Gaishal Nsiala is in the starting 11 for Norwich. I think they've got a couple of other players, but they don't seem to be playing. Did Stevie Simpson come here, or was that Watford? Might have been Watford. The team talk from Sam Page was as inspiring as ever. No one really cared. They listened, but that was about it. Here they are then, walking out for the final time in the Premier League, but not the final game of the season. Just win. I'm so nervous. I'm recording this back to back for the last episode, and I am so nervous, particularly after the last 2 performances. Already Chelsea are losing. 2 minutes in, and Leicester have taken the lead. If it stays that way, we will be champions, and we don't have to do a damn thing. Norwich with the ball, edge of the area, little back flick. It's intercepted. Branko Markovic forward to Ortuzzo. Now are we going to counter? Ortuzzo, ball over the top. Paul Oakdina, the Ginger Wizard, controls. He's got 2 inside, gets tackled. Somehow manages to clear the ball as well, Norwich do. Gillespie runs forward. He's got options behind but nothing in front. He goes for goal himself, hits it wide, still 0-0. 14 minutes in and Chelsea have equalised, which is not a surprise. Perez with the throw for Norwich. Nsiala back to Perez. It's all Norwich so far. Crosses in. Velez plucks the ball out of the air. Now is this going to be a highlight for us? Velez with the ball in his hand rolls out to Luiz. Urukalo back to Velez. Velez to Stevkovic. Dennis Montoya. Oakdina's going to win a header. Back to Foster. Foster's ball to Branko Markovic. He does get the ball. Branko Markovic in on goal. And Branko mother-flipping Markovic has put it into the bottom corner. He was not expected to start today. He could be the one who secures the title. Highlight straight after the goal. Please do not be another goal. Or if it is, be a goal for us. Perez with the ball for Norwich on the left-hand side. Nsiala's on the inside if he wants to use him. Gets tackled by Foster, but the ball is won back by Norwich. Walsh to Gaishal Nsiala. Fatih Abdi, what's his name? Gillespie's in the area, has a go into the back of the net. Ball bags. David Gillespie has scored. It is 1-1. Instant reply from Norwich. Leicester have scored again. Arche, 28 minutes on the clock. Throw-in for Norwich. Gillespie. Back to Dalot. Dalot kicks the ball into one of our players, but Vanetti's going to collect the ball, running back towards his own goalkeeper though. Okachukwu gets tackled by Ortuzzo, and now the counter-attack is on. He's only got Oakdina inside if he can find him. Crosses in, Oakdina's there, and what a save that is. It wasn't a save, it's just over the bar. Paul Oakdina potentially should have scored there. Chelsea have equalised once again. Dan Thomas with the goal. Montoya's corner for us is gone to Stevkovic. It's cleared. Nsiala. Nsiala inside, deep in his own half. Tries to clear it, but only as far as James Sani. Sani back to Urukalo on the centre spot. Boban Stevkovic. Sani again. We've got 2 bookings early on. Montoya across to Markovic. Markovic so far doing well. He's had an effort. It's hit the post. We've scored. Paul Oak Bloody Dina, the Ginger Wizard, Branko Markovic once again getting involved. He's proving that maybe he should be playing more often. We're back in front. We've got one hand on that trophy. Oh, come on. Just don't concede anymore. Chelsea are 3-2 up as well. Dan Thomas with a penalty. We have to win this game. If we win this game, we are 4 points. It's an equaliser. There's an equaliser for Leicester. Leicester, what are you doing? Lopez Bruno in the 46th minute of the first half has made it 3-3 at half time. Okay. Big things are happening. Big things are happening. We are in front. That's all that we really need to care about. I should stop looking at the Leicester-Chelsea game. Straight into the second half. We're not doing any substitutions. We're just going to stick with what we've got at the moment. So far, Branko Markovic is the hero of the game. Markovic's cross comes in. Stevkovic is there. It's cleared. David Gillespie now can run it forward for Norwich. Finds Nsiala. Walsh across to Vanetti. Plenty of options for Norwich at the moment. Get back, Blackburn players, please. Vanetti crosses in. It's gone all the way through to Velez. So that's not the highlight, is it? That's definitely not the highlight. Velez to Urukalo. Back to the keeper. Boban Stevkovic. Long kick upfield. The Ginger Wizards running onto it. Controls it wonderfully. Has a go. It's saved. But Gustavo Ortuzo, the Brazilian, has made it 3-1. Is that it? Is that the goal? Have we done it? Ortuzo. I want Ortuzo to keep scoring. I need him to keep scoring. I want him to break a record this season. Velez's goal kick to Boban Stevkovic. Is this going to be another goal? Tobiasen in the middle to James Sani. Foster playing as that shadow striker over the top. Ortuzo's running onto it. Is he going to do it again? He's scooped it over the bar. Gustavo Ortuzo. That could have been his second of the game. Tobiasen with a throw. Oakdina's going to get it. Controlled it back to Tobiasen. Not sure why he did that. Crossed in. Foster's there. Doesn't get it. Dennis Montoya to Ortuzo. Back heel to Foster. Foster has a go. What a save that is from the keeper. What a cheeky little back heel from Gustavo Ortuzo. We've got a corner. Montoya takes it. It's cleared once again by Vanetti this time. Going to be another corner that apparently we don't get to see. I don't know why we don't get to see it. Velez with a goal kick. 61 minutes in the Leicester-Chelsea game. I said I wasn't going to keep an eye on it. It's still 3-3. It's still 3-3, so even if we do lose this, we will win the league at the moment. Walsh gets the ball for Norwich. I want to do a substitution soon. Urukalo hopefully finds Montoya, who doesn't manage to get it through to Oakdina. Okachukwu back to Boyake. Boyake to Okachukwu again. Passing it around the defence. There's a mistake here, isn't there? Blackwell gets the ball on the left-hand side. Maybe there's not a mistake. Perez is going to try and run it around Markovic, but Markovic is such a good footballer. He's never going to do it. Ortuzo's going to run on to Sani's pass. He's got Oakdina in the middle. Crosses in. Paul Oakdina's there. It is in the back of the net. It is 4-1. The league title has to be ours now. We've got just under 30 minutes to play. We are 4-1 to the good. Just keep scoring. I want 8. I want 8 goals. Just keep going. 63rd minute and another highlight. Nsiala forward to Fati. Back to Blackwell. Nsiala's there if he wants to use him, and he does use him. Walsh in the middle. Tackle him. Someone stick a boot in. Diogo Dalot with the ball for Norwich now on the right-hand side. Vanetti crosses in with his left foot. Markovic heads clear. Branko Markovic has done a superb job today. He might start the Champions League final. Oakdina's in on goal, and Oakdina has made it 5. The Premier League title has to be coming to Ewood Park / Ronnie Clayton Arena or whatever it's bloody called. I never know the name of it. 5-1 to the good. We've got, 27 minutes left to play. Substitution time. I don't really know what to do. Sani off. Sani's booked. That's the only reason why I'm thinking Sani can come off. I want to bring Rodders on, but I feel like that's a bit harsh on Markovic. Markovic is going to get an 8.9 currently. He's not going to get man of the match because the two strikers are playing slightly better than him. Stevkovic with the ball to Urukalo. We always do that little weird bit of passing around in the goalkeeper and the defence. Markovic with the ball. The standout for me for this game. Ortuzo. Foster to Oakdina. The Ginger Wizard's in. The Ginger Wizard has summoned up some magic. It is 6-1. I'm pretty sure that's his hat-trick. And we are 100% champions of the Premier League. What a turnaround this is from the last episode. Paul Oakdina with the finish. Ortuzo and Foster combining to get the assist to him. It doesn't even matter what happens in the Leicester-Chelsea game now. Chelsea can win 17-3. Doesn't matter. We are so far in front. I'm going to do a substitute. Oakdina's got 4. The Ginger Wizard has got 4 goals. I didn't realise that. I thought he had 3. He's got 4 goals. The Ginger Wizard is... Right. Do I keep him on? Let's keep him on. He's on a 9.9. Stevkovic is going to come off because he's yellow carded. Perez is going to come on. We've got 10 minutes left to play. Let's leave it at that for now. In another 5 minutes, we'll do another substitution. Francisco Foster is now going to come off. There are 5 minutes to play. Gomez is going to play just behind the strikers. And Leicester City are beating Chelsea as well. So, not only did we do our job, Leicester have done us a massive favour as well. Okdina plays out to Ortuzzo. We've got 50 seconds left of the Premier League. Ortuzzo has a go, hits it wide. It's going to be 6-1. It is going to be the Premier League title returning to Blackburn Rovers for the first time since 1993 or 4 or one of those years around that time. Oh, this has been stressful. This has been a very stressful day. Viola with the ball cleared upfield. Gillespie's going to get there. There's 10 seconds left to play. We've got a free kick. It's all over. It is all over. Urukalo to Montoya. It is all over. We are the champions of the flipping Premier League. We have done it. There it is. They even had the trophy ready for us. We are Premier League champions at Carrow Road. I'm sorry, Norwich fans, you had to watch this, but... Oh, yes! We made it difficult. We really did make it difficult. The first half, we scored after 24 minutes. Branko flipping Markovic finished the game on a 9.3. He's starting the Champions League final. I feel like it's really harsh on Rodders, but after that performance, Branko Markovic has to start that final game. 20 shots in total, 9 on target. Just the 9 and 3 for Norwich. The job was done. Thankfully as well, Leicester, I think, also did us a favour. Doesn't matter though, we did the work ourselves. The Ginger Wizard, the hero of the game. 4 goals, 6-1, 3 points, Premier League champions. Champions Rovers complete the treble, but the treble is not enough. I want one more. We have the Champions League final up next. We need to put this Premier League win behind. Just forget about it. It's fine. We've won the league. It's all done. On to the next thing. Champions League final in Spain against second place Chelsea, our arch rivals for the season. I'm so nervous. Now, we have to wait 2 weeks until the Champions League final. Manchester United and Chelsea will play on Wednesday. So, Manchester United and Chelsea will be slightly fitter, or Chelsea, don't care about Man United, Chelsea will be fitter than us due to the fact that they're playing a lot more recently. So, what I'm going to do, this is a massive, massive risk, but we are going to set up the final game ever at Ewood Park in between the end of the season, so we can have a big celebration, and then we can play Chelsea in the final. The friendly has been accepted, and it is up against Partizan, the team that basically have given us a hell of a lot of our first team players right now. I thought, let's repay them a little bit. The final game at Ewood Park will be against Partizan. We're not going to see it because it's a friendly and I don't play friendlies, but hopefully it will keep some people match fit. If we get injuries, I'm not going to be happy. We are not at the Partizan game yet, but I have won Manager of the Year. I think it's pretty fair that I've won Manager of the Year. For the second time, I've won Manager of the Year. I didn't realise I won it before. It was a long time ago. I won it back when I was 45 years old now. I was a hell of a lot better. We scored 113 goals. Back then, it was only 106. Terrible season. The Team of the Year then has Tobias and Stevkovic, Urukalo and Popovic. That's weird. That's very weird. I'm surprised Ortuzzo is not in that team. The final ever game then at Ewood Park against Partizan. I'm going to press the spacebar and we're going to see the result. A 5-0 victory against Partizan. Gustavo Ortuzzo with 2 goals. Dennis Montoya with a goal. James Sani also with a goal. We were 3-0 up after 8 minutes. And Milovan Radinovic also gets an own goal for Partizan. Let's wave goodbye to Ewood Park, the final ever time. Only 12,000 people turned up for that. I would have thought that would have been a sellout, considering we've literally just won the league and they would have done some form of presentation at it, but apparently not. And we get no injuries from it as well. Great. Perfect end of season. I was going to say mid-season. End of season friendly. Up next, 8 days in Spain. Chelsea, Champions League final. I'm a little bit scared. That was the longest 7 or 8 days of my life in this game. That seemed to just never end. It just kept going and going and going. Unfortunately, we've picked up another injury. James Sani twisted his ankle in training in between the Partizan and this game. So James Sani will unfortunately miss the final. Looking at it, Dan Thomas is going to miss the final for Chelsea. Amazing. Sander Berger is also going to miss the final. I think we're in for a good chance here. The last time Chelsea played, they won 3-0. They beat Manchester United 3-0. They destroyed Manchester United, so they are in good form. But that was 10 or so days ago. We obviously put 5 past Partizan in a mid-season friendly. Let's pick the team. Let's hopefully win our first ever Champions League as Blackburn Rovers. The starting lineup is as strong as we can possibly make it. Velez in goal, Luis Uricalo and Stevkovic at the back. Branko Markovic has played his way into a Champions League final position ahead of Rodgers. I feel very sorry for Rodgers, but Branko Markovic's performance against Norwich was spectacular. Joachim Tobiasen is going to be there on the left-hand side. Popovic and Montoya are going to be the 2 central midfielders today. Popovic has returned from his suspension, and he's come in for the injured James Sani. Francisco Foster will be playing just behind Paul Oakdina and Gustavo Ortuzo. If Gustavo Ortuzo scores 1 goal, he will break the record for most goals in a season, which I think might have been set by Danny Salvagione a couple of years ago. So Chelsea, without Dan Thomas, have to play Sebastian Billinger up front. He's filthy. He's absolutely filthy. He's ridiculously good. He's not started a game in the Champions League for them this season. He's only played 18 games all season. And most of them are probably, they're under 23. So first team games, he started 4 all season. That player has started 4 games all season for Chelsea, and he's starting a Champions League final. They've also got Jesus Larrea, who, as we know, is ridiculous. Probably one of the best players in the world. He's got 107 goals and 161 appearances, 29 in 30 in the league, 7 in 11 in the Champions League. This is not going to be an easy game. I've got faith in my side. We are champions of England. Let's become champions of Europe all in one episode. I'd love it for Ortuzo to break a record today, and I'd love it obviously to win the Champions League would be amazing, but I don't think it's going to happen. Bogar's for Chelsea. Billinger controls it, doesn't manage to cross it and finds Michel, finds Bogar's in the area. Larrea's there, Larrea smashes it in, and we are 1-0 down, 2.5 minutes on the clock. I need to be positive. If we lose this game, it doesn't matter. It does not matter if we lose this game. We shouldn't have really been here in the first place. But I don't want to get battered. 15 minutes in, and we are getting battered. 6 shots for Chelsea, just 3 for us. 7 now. 3 on target, none for us. The first half is massively, massively disappointing from our perspective and is disappearing. And Paul Oakdina has picked up an injury. Boateng with a corner for Chelsea. Montoya can lump it upfield clear. Ortuzo's going to run onto it, but Bogar's collects it. Oh, Bogar's has gone out and injured. No, don't care about fair play. Ortuzo should have put that in. Albert Bogar's went down injured. They brought in another injured player instead. We've got 2 players standing on the ball to take this corner. And nothing's happening. What's happening? What's going on? There's a player sliding along the manager's area. Cross comes in from Montoya. Tar clears it. I don't know why we had 2 players on the corner. I got really distracted by the player sliding along the floor. Larrea's running into the penalty area. He's going to make it 2, isn't he? He's been tackled by Tobias, and what a tackle that was. But that was all from a corner. We had a corner. Now they've got a corner. Bennett to take it. Towards the back post. Uricalo heads clear, but it's only as far as Boateng. Runs in the area. Crosses in. Montoya clears again. Oakdina heads forward. Boateng gets it back. Michele to find Jonathan Tah. Billinger, great tackle from Uricalo. Risky tackle, but a great tackle nonetheless. And that will end the highlight. Half time, we are 1-0 down. We're not doing very well. Let's be angry. Let's do it. Show me something else. End the team talk. Let's go tactics because Paul Oakdina is injured and needs to come off. We're going to bring on Andres Gomez in the final. Hopefully Andres can do something. This pitch, I don't know whether it's me. Does this pitch look really, really short as well? I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. Foster and Ortuzo both on 6.3s. That's our problem. Our strike partnership at the moment, they're just not delivering. Gomez has come on. He's on a 6.7 but looking frustrated. So far, second half, nothing's going on. Demand some more. We're getting shots though. We're getting shots on target. That is good. 75 minutes. Renato Sanchez, Frias. Michele on the left. He's got Branko Markovic for company. Markovic makes the tackle. Luis Popovic to Branko Markovic. Get a goal now would be great. Forward to Gomez. Gomez has got Ortuzo in the middle if he can find him. Crosses in. Ortuzo's there. And Ortuzo at the back post has made it 1-1. He scored his 41st goal of the season. He's breaking records. And we are right back into this game at 1-1. Another goal now with 15 minutes to play would be spectacular. Rayner's free kick for Chelsea, upfield towards Larrea. Larrea doesn't win he does win the header, finds Boateng. Boateng's got Tobias in for company, kicks into him. Montoya wasn't paying attention. Sanchez, who started this match with an injury. Markovic isn't going to get there first. Frimpong, Markovic, what are you doing? Michele now with the ball, plenty of space, crosses in, Larrea's there, header over the bar, still 1-1. We are going to see the goal kick as well. Velez to Luis. Luis is going to have Markovic in front. He does. Popovic to Foster. Foster to Gomez. Gomez has got Ortuzo there. He's also got Tobias to one side. He's gone for goal, you greedy bugger. Frias with the free kick. It's a penalty. It's an actual penalty, isn't it? Markovic, you silly sod. Markovic has given away a penalty. 9 minutes left of the game. Come on, Velez. Come on, Velez. Oh, it's into the bottom corner. It's 2-1. Jesus Larrea's 43rd goal of the season. Something needs to change. Pause the game. Right. Foster. Shocking. Damjanov is going to come on. I'm going to bring off Popovic as well for Torres, because Popovic loves to get sent off. All the subs have been played. We've got 8 minutes left to play. Damjanov gets his first touch of the ball, and it's a meaningful one. Ortuzo to Gomez. Gomez is going forward by himself, has a go from outside the area, hits it wide. Not the best thing to do, Andres. 5 minutes left to play. Torres' header to Damjanov. Damjanov has a go from outside the area. It's cleared. Torres gets it back. Markovic, Andy Damjanov. Ortuzo's there. Ortuzo hits it just wide. There is a goal. There is another goal in this game. I can feel it. Or not. We're in the 90th minute. We've lost it. 15 seconds to play. Branko Markovic, firstly, won us the league, and secondly, cost us the Champions League. Frimpong's there with a header. It's cleared. It's pinging about all over the place. It doesn't matter. There's 1 second to play. The full-time whistle has blown. Chelsea are champions of Europe, but we still keep our Premier League winners' medal. We are champions of England. That's better than Europe. It's not better than Europe, is it? Champions League's technically better than Europe. Oh, it's disappointing. We were the better side in the end. We had more shots, more on target. We did do a lot of fouling. Passionately, despite the result, I'm pleased with your performance. Everyone switched off. Well, great team talk, Stuart. Great team talk. Chelsea lift the Champions League. 2-1 on the night. Markovic. Branko Markovic. Your I don't know, your brain, whatever, your morale, that's the word, must be through the flipping floor at the moment, because basically, it was your fault. We do pick up £9.8 million for it, but it's not really what we wanted, was it? And another £35.26 million for television revenue, and then 2.9 back out to the squad for getting to the final and finishing second place. We could have won the quadruple. Unfortunately, we're left with just the treble. That is going to be it then for this season with Blackburn Rovers. 1 year left to go. Now, I said a while ago that I will leave when my contract expires. I may have signed a new contract. So we're still going to end of next season. That's still the plan. I just signed a new contract because I wanted to basically secure my job a little bit more than what I was getting paid, like £3,000 a week. It's still not a big contract. I'm still on like 8,000, I think, so I'm still probably one of the worst paid managers in the league. But next season will be the final season with Blackburn Rovers. We're going to be moving to our new stadium, which is Ronnie Clayton Park, 40,000 capacity. The final season at Ewood Park did end in success. The final match was a 5-0 friendly victory, but it's still a 5-0 victory as well. So it's all going well. 29th of June will be when we move into our new stadium. So in theory, everything should all be built, ready to go. Something to take note of, the favoured personnel list here. A certain Stuart Pearce has joined that list. Another player, Joachim Tobiasen, has joined that list as well from one season performance. Andrea Damjanov is there. He's been there for a while. Danny Salvagione is still there. Now Ennis still there. Icons, Gustavo Ortuzo is one step away from becoming a legend. He is our biggest icon. He's almost a club legend. Also in there we have Nenad Kampar. We've also got Human Tariq is still there. Pasquale Sole is there. Paul Oakdina has snuck his way onto the list of icons as well. He was a favoured personnel until just before the Norwich game. All in all, I think it's a successful episode. It's a successful season. We've got 3 trophies in the bag. 1 very big trophy, 1 reasonably sized trophy, and 1 fairly pointless trophy in the Community Shield. But that is 3 trophies that I wasn't expecting to ever win at Blackburn Rovers. Maybe the Carabao Cup. Next season, we need to go again, and we need to get that Champions League winners' medal in our final season in charge at Blackburn Rovers. Thank you very much for watching this episode. If you did enjoy, if you wouldn't mind leaving a like, if you want to see more, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you next season.